police has various units that does investigations. We have IOCO. We established IOCO, Act 804. If you look at their mandate, they have all the powers. Are you saying that this committee does not conflict the work of these statutorily established state agencies?
Mr. Chairman, no.
Your answer.
No, no, it doesn't. And I'm not aware that Oral has been, conferred with investigative powers. They are gathering information for purposes of determining, whether or not some wrongdoing has taken place by a higher body. I remember them saying that once the Attorney General takes office, they will hand over the information. It's like a whistleblower, coming to the Attorney General with information. There's nothing legally wrong with that. So I still stand by that.
Thank you very much. I don't know why Oral is posing so much threat to some Ghanaians.
Honorable nominee, if I understood you correctly, is it your suggestion that upon taking office, ORA shall cease to be in operations? I just want clarity.
Honorable Leader, the nominee never said so. So I do not know the clarity that you are seeking from something that the nominee has never said.
Okay, no problem. Honorable nominee, since Chair says you never said so, let me now ask you.
And I did not say so.
That's okay, no problem. That's all right. Honorable nominee, are you saying that because you believe that ORA has a legal backing, your office is going to continuously depend on ORA for the purposes of providing you with information for your prosecution?
Honorable Minority Leader, the nominee never said so. So you may ask another question.
Chairman, please, for the third time. Honorable nominee, as Attorney General and Minister of Justice, you will primarily rely on state agencies such as police, IOCO, and FIC for the purposes
down well with me. Some of the institutions we've mentioned have statutory power to conduct investigations that are restricted. So, for instance, if you take, IOCO, economic and organized crime, period. They can't investigate anything.
Thank you once again. Listen in silence.
Chairman,
Do you have any more questions?
Honorable nominee, thank you for the response to my earlier question. Now, you have indicated
that the mandate of ORA is to gather information for the Attorney General. So, I want to ask you, as Attorney General and Minister of Justice, will you continue to depend on ORA within the period of your service to the states as Attorney General? I want to know from you.
Mr. Chairman, I think I have made it abundantly clear that I will depend on any reliable source of information relating to wrongdoing that will mandate that we investigate. And by the way, one of the new things, Mr. Chairman, one of the new things that I'll be bringing to that department is setting up an in-house investigative unit.
Thank you very much. I recognize a supplementary question from the Chief Whip, Honorable Kwame, Governor Sagboja.
Honorable Dr. Ayene, will you say, or will you agree with me, that oral is in line with Article 41F, which says, the preamble says, the exercise and enjoyment of rights, freedoms is inseparable from the performance of duties and obligations, and accordingly, it shall be the duty of every citizen, in fact, not even oral alone. F, to protect and preserve public property and expose and combat misuse and waste of public funds and property. In this case, I cite an example of what oral put out, that an individual of this country was trying to take over land that doesn't belong to him. The individual came out through his lawyer to say it is not true. Yet ORA put out details from lands registry showing that that individual was almost illegally or taking over land that doesn't belong to him or at a price that is not fit to be sold at that price. In your case, do you think ORA has done this country good for that exercise, which is not illegal? Nobody was beaten, nothing was done to anybody, just that that piece of land has been saved for this country. Will you say that ORA has done well as far as you are concerned?
Nominee, please answer the question.
Mr. Chairman, the honorable member has described aptly how citizens comply with Article 41F of the Constitution. Thank you.
Our Minority Leader.
Thank you, Chairman. Good intervention by my respected colleague, Kwame Agboja. A good constitutional exercise we are doing now. So, on the Article 41 that he has introduced, the 41F, Chairman, I would want to know from the nominee that upon reading of Article 41F, which was relied on by my respected colleague, would you say that the exercise of said duties is not done in accordance with law? Because he created the impression that it means that any citizen can get up in the name of protecting public property, go to an institution and start warning public servants, locking up offices, as we are experiencing. People are being chased out of their homes, people are being beaten, and he is on public television, quoting the law and saying that Article 41F, and I'm reading it, it said to protect and preserve public property and expose and combat misuse and waste. Now, we are hearing and seeing on our TVs what is happening at public institutions where civil servants are being locked up to the 41F or such duties provided for in this particular provision is supposed to be exercised within the confines of the law.
Honorable nominee, before you come in to answer the question, you can profile your understanding of Article 41F of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. But there is no evidence before us that Oral has gone to lock people's offices, they've locked people's houses, or they've beaten people up. So I would even urge the Hansard Department to expunge that aspect of the question so that you can go ahead and tell us your understanding about Article 41F of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
Chairman, with respect, nominee, Chairman, with respect, this particular question, I did not refer to ORA. Please, I did not refer to ORA. I did not anchor it on ORA. If I can repeat it, I did not.
Well, if your reference is not to oral, then we do not have evidence before us that such a thing has happened. And that is the more reason why that should be expunged from our record so that the nominee will go ahead and then give us his knowledge about Article 41F of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, with due respect to my learned friend.
Okay, so then let me, just because for the purpose of clarity, let me now rephrase the question so that the nominee will not be in any form of confusion.
So that question is expunged.
That's okay.
You may go ahead and answer
that's okay.
question.
That's okay. Honorable nominee, have you become aware of post-election violence
Adding to your options, knowing that quality and standard remains intact and our content, which is accepted as truth and accuracy every day, is accessible on the go. Access your favorite daily graphic and our weeklies The Mirror, Graphic Business, Graphic Showbiz, Junior Graphic, and Graphic Sports on Graphic News Plus app. It's the digital replicas of our work. Download Graphic News Plus app on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and available on www.graphicnewsplus.com as you remain abreast of and keep pace with on-the-minute news updates on the go. Home sweet home. Welcome family and friends. Choose the bundle that best works for you from as low as 10 Ghana cedis weekly for unlimited access to all publications. Graphic, truth and accuracy every day. Information is a great source of power. Adding to your options, knowing that quality and standard remains intact and our content, which is accepted as truth and accuracy every day, is accessible on the go. Access your favorite daily graphic and our weeklies The Mirror, Graphic Business, Graphic Showbiz, Junior Graphic, and Graphic Sports on Graphic News Plus app. It's the digital replicas of our work. Download Graphic News Plus app on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and available on www.graphicnewsplus.com as you remain
Ghana ports,
meaning they are peacefully locking those places, or is part of the violence that you are talking about?
Chairman, can I proceed with my question? At TDC locking up the offices at buoy of the conduct of some of our citizens, the conduct of going to state institutions, threatening public servants and civil servants, locking their offices. Should you become aware as Attorney General, what would be your reaction by way of advice to the
Comment on this, because it will prejudge whatever steps will be taken or may be taken in order to address the situation. Until I have the full complement of facts, I will not be able to proffer an opinion.
Thank you very much. But let me remind the entire nation that 2017, such a thing, then chairman was heard saying that if people are protecting public property, what is wrong with it? MPP chairman, Freddie Blay, is on record. See? I can produce the record for you.
Chairman,
recently it was circulating.
Chairman, a moment ago, when I was asking a question, you asked me that since there's no evidence before us, you directed that that question should even be expunged. That was the position you took. I have asked a straight question. You are now introducing Freddie Blay, who is not here to defend himself and to say this and that. Chairman, in all humility, I believe that since you are calling on the Ghanaian public to watch proceedings consistently since morning, there are members of the public behind each of the nominees who have gained notoriety for shouting and heckling as if they are part of the proceedings. You have had the cause to ask them to stop. They continue to do that. You see, let's be fair, because if something even happened yesterday, are we saying that we should continue to endorse
My source of the information is Star FM headline. I would therefore urge upon Honorable Ayariga to read it for the entire nation. And if you still want me to withdraw, after giving you the source of the information, then I will listen to you. Honorable Yerga.
Star FM published this January 12, 2017. MPP members only protecting state facilities. Blay justifies takes over. And then it says the acting chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Freddie Blay, has defended the lawless and violent seizures and takeover of state facilities by some members of the party. According to Mr. Blay, not all the takeovers of state facility by MPP members must be condemned, since in some cases, the supporters are only protecting government agencies. Should I continue? I can stop there.
Here. So their presence at vetings cannot be a nuisance. Secondly, he suggested that they have gained notoriety for making noise. I have been on this committee. Indeed, sometimes when nominees give answers, it generates spontaneous reaction from the back. They are not notorious. So may I also ask my respected colleague to probably rephrase the rendition that says to misbehave, and also they have gained notoriety for doing something that they've been warned not to do. It is his choice to either oblige and do that, or decide that foot soldiers are not to be seen in Parliament. If that is what it means, I wouldn't mind my foot soldiers to be here, because they are the ones who brought me here. So it's up to you.
Thank you very much. Once again, as a chairman of the committee, I will apologize to our dear guests for any comment in any manner whatsoever. So I sincerely apologize. Honorable Minority Leader.
Thank you, Chairman.
Are you done?
Yeah. Chairman, I have my last set of questions for my respected colleague. That has to do with nomination to the Supreme Court of Ghana. Leonard, we unfortunately, as a house, could not take president. One, Professor Richard Frimpong. Two, Justice Sophia Rosetta Odukua Benasco Issa. I know that whatever was penned to make an input in any nomination, any future nomination to the Supreme Court, would you consider making your views known on these two nominees to the appointing authority?
Honorable Minority Leader. You rightly stated the position that nomination during the tenure of office of the 8th Parliament lapsed by the 8th Parliament. And in the 9th Parliament, we have another executive president in whom the power to appoint is vested. The nominee before us doesn't have the power to appoint. And there is no law that states that he should make an input into the appointment of the Supreme Court judges. So I believe strongly, with all due respect to you, this is not a fair question to the nominee.
Chairman, please kindly allow the context of the question to proceed. I ask the nominee, in view of what happened, these are citizens of our country who were nominated, who went through the rigorous vetting of this committee. Now, there is a new government. There is a new parliament. I want to know from you, what would be your advice to Mr. President, if you have the opportunity, on these two individuals in any future nominations by His Excellency the President?
Thank you very much, Honorable Minority Leader. You know, the nominee is designated for the position of Attorney General and Minister of Justice. He is supposed to advise the President on all civil and criminal matters. Legal matters, for that matter, must be by the advice of the Attorney General. But it is different from issues relating to appointment. And here we are asking the nominee his view, his opinion on some judges that
Great source of power, adding to your options, knowing that quality and standard remains intact, and our content, which is accepted as truth. And
I know him very well, just like the same way I know Roxinda Fiamapo as my former student.
How do you know his practice of the law?
Mr. Chairman, I have no details of his practice of the law.
very well, the question has been answered.
Should you be given an opportunity to recommend him for nomination to the Supreme Court of Ghana, will you willingly proceed to do that, knowing his record, his academic record, and his exploit in his chosen career?
Let's cross the bridge when we
Do
get
you
there.
know his academic record?
Yes, I do, because I taught him, I graded his papers. You know, he was a first-class student. Actually, the two first-class students were himself and then the current OSP. So I know him very well. But I'm not ready to opine on whether or not I recommend him to President Mahama for appointment. That the prerogative of appointment is that of the President, not mine, as Attorney General.
Thank you.
So that is true. And you are not the one to do nominations. But my question is, in view of the fact that you know his academic records and you know his professional career, if you are given an opportunity to recommend him for nomination to the Supreme Court, would you be able to make that recommendation?
Thank you very much. The nominee has provided an answer that appointment is an exclusive preserve of the President, not his. I wonder if you have the opportunity, or he has the opportunity in law to be recommended.
Okay. Chairman, with respect, if you pay attention to me, we will be done.
You're just suggesting that I wasn't paying attention to you?
Chairman, can I ask?
Are you suggesting I'm not paying attention to you?
Chairman, can I ask this question so that we can do what we're supposed to do?
Chairman is disrespecting you.
Chairman, can I ask the question?
Chairman, I'm not being disrespectful. I think the whole world knows we have done enough by giving opportunity to the minority leader. Chairman, I will request you close the meeting now. We have done enough. No one in this country will say that we haven't given enough opportunity to the minority leader. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, the chairman. Nobody will say he's not been given opportunity. It's enough.
Chairman, thank you very much. Chairman, my question is not about the nominee appointing a Supreme Court judge. My question is not about the nominee appointing. I asked the question that the honorable nominee, in view of the fact that you've said on record that you know the academic pursuits of the Professor Opon, and you know his professional exploits.
Mr. Chairman, I never said I knew his professional exploits. I said I taught him, I know his academic record. And on the record, it is not only academic qualifications that presidents take into account in appointing, judges. So, and I'm not the appointing authority. I'm not going to sit here and opine as to whether or not, if I were, hypothetically, the appointing authority, I would have appointed him to the Supreme Court. And when you asked me the question, I said, if the president asked me, his opinion, let's cross the bridge when we get there. Because there will be a number of variables that the president would have taken into account in requesting my opinion. So I don't think that it is fair to me to want me to be answering hypothetical questions about future appointments.
Okay, my final question to you.
All members, let's allow. Let's take him by his words. Final question.
Honorable nominee, you are now going to practice before our court as the first gentleman of the bar. Do you have confidence in the justice delivery infrastructure of our country?
Mr. Chairman, I do have confidence, but there's room for improvement. It is not perfect.
Thank you.
Source of power, adding to your options, knowing that quality and standard remains intact.
Taking time to answer all necessary questions. I wish you well and pray that you are able to discharge your duties as Attorney General and Minister of Justice for the good of our country. And again, I pray that the opportunity given you to serve as Attorney General will be another opportunity for you, with all your years of experience in academia, in parliament, and in private practice, to enrich rule of law. Thank you very much indeed, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Minority Leader and members. Honourable members, before discharging the nominee, let me bring it to the floor that the actual communication to Parliament, signed by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to the Speaker of Parliament, has come to our notice. So all along, we were relying on a document that has been corrected, and the correct version has been brought to our notice, and the minority leader has perused same, and I believe he's satisfied with the content. You know, he indicated that he wants the right thing to be done. At the time that we have no knowledge that it has already been done. So I believe he's seen a copy of it, that we have now seen the correct document. Honorable members, may I use the opportunity to congratulate the nominee and thank him sincerely for attending upon the committee, and to say that you hear from the committee. You are accordingly discharged.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Honourable members, only the members should stay. Members of the committee, not friends, should stay.
Let me just acknowledge. Honourable nominee. Oh. Honourable nominee.
Oh.
Honourable nominee.
You cannot seem to be asking questions.
I'm not asking.
Conclusion.
We are not.
Is a great source of power, adding to your options, knowing that quality and standard remains intact, and our content, which is accepted as truth and accuracy every day, is accessible on the go. Access your favorite daily graphic and our weeklies, The Mirror, Graphic Business, Graphic Showbiz, Junior Graphic, and Graphic Sports on Graphic News Plus app. It's the digital replicas of our work. Download Graphic News Plus app on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and available on www.graphic